Welcome to Animal Nonsense. I'm Jess.
I'm David.
I thought I would like to update you on my friend, the murderous crow. Do you remember we were talking about the Shakespeare episode, and I said there'd been a crow that had been visiting and left some entrails in my bird bath. It's left me a little selection of presents now.
Oh, really? And is it an equally is it like an episode of Goosebumps?
Grotesque. Lots of baked goods, actually. So we've had half a Subway. We've had a garlic baguette. We've had lots of little bones with bits of flesh on. So the kids will go out and they'll be like, Mom, the crow's left some bones again. It's really revolting.
So he's really organising a buffet.
Yeah, I've named her Sheryl. But by far the worst.
Sorry, I just got a Sheryl Crow.
By far the worst thing, this was particularly heinous, was like a decapitated slow worm.
And which end did you get? Did you get the head end or the rest of it?
No, I got the decapitated corpse of it with a headless slow worm. Have you ever seen a slow worm?
No.
So a slow worm is, I don't know if they exist in other countries, but we definitely get them here. And in the south of England, it's quite a slow worm hotspot. But they look like a tiny little snake. They're really cute, but they're in fact a legless lizard.
Do they look less cute once a crow's decapitated?
Yeah.
He's on a murder spree. We have been reached out to, or more specifically, you have, and not me.
Okay.
You've been reached out to by the BBC.
Have I?
Dear Jess Blake, I am delighted to tell you that you have been nominated for a BBC Radio Solent Make a Difference Award.
What?
The awards recognise individuals who have made life better in their
Is this real?
Community. It is real. I do have information which I'm going to email over to you, but
oh my God.
The nomination process, for data privacy reasons, they do not share who nominated you. Although you might be able to guess. But however, I can share some of the nomination submissions. So I will forward you this email, but I didn't want you to know until we were recording.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Jess Blake is the most heartwarming, positive, and most importantly, practical animal lover on Earth. She not only owns a rescue dog, she regularly builds homes for insects and bugs to flourish. She is endlessly researching and carrying out real everyday changes that make a difference to the animals in her region. She has cared for pigeons, ants, every manner of living thing. She also hosts a podcast about animals where she raises awareness of their concerns, and from the largest to the smallest animals, she will put her own life on one side to help them right away. I have never known a person offer more, and she's a role model to myself and many others.
Oh,
and so
David.
You have been nominated for BBC Radio Solent Make a Difference Award.
I'm going to hazard a guess that the nomination came from yourself.
It might have done. I like to be loose with that.
My spidey senses tell me. Thank you.
I realised that you might warrant some recognition for all of the wonderful things that you do.
I feel deeply moved and honoured.
All right. On with more animal nonsense.
David's got his eyes closed. I've just taken him upstairs into my children's bedroom because I wanted to introduce you to the new addition to our household. It's not a rat, I promise.
I'm really relieved.
The relief
right
on your face.
Oh, no.
It's not any kind of rodent. But we have got a new pet, or actually several new pets. For the first time, we've not had a new pet since Molly, and she's 12, so we've got these new pets, and I thought you might like to be introduced to them live on Animal Nonsense. And also, you are going to be house sitting soon, so this is you will have to look after them.
All right. Is it, before I open my eyes, is it something that's cute?
I think so. I want you to see if you can identify them.
Am I going to have to put my hand in something?
No, visually. Okay. Open
Am I
your
allowed to
eyes.
open my eyes?
Yeah.
Right, I can see plant life.
I'm going to open the door. Have a look in there.
Oh, wow. All right. So you might have to help me describe them.
There's about 15 in there.
And so you might have to tell people what they are.
We have got pet stick insects. Indian stick insects.
They're much greener than I thought. I thought stick insects were sort of brownier coloured.
Yeah. These are babies still. So this one at the back is a teenager. So she will grow more. And these ones are babies. Can you hazard a guess as to what the one... There's only one that's substantially bigger than the others. What she's been named?
Do like boomerang or something?
No. Stickless.
And just so I know, because I'm going to be house sitting for you to look after your dog.
Yeah.
And so any information would be really useful for how I look after these guys. So how regularly am I going to have to walk them?
Right. They're very low maintenance. So we got them for the kids because basically the kids been on at me to get them a pet. And I would buy all the small fluffy things I could. But Molly, the dog, would just try and eat them.
I mean, I imagine she's not remotely affected by these.
She's not remotely bothered. She's not interested. She had a quick sniff in the cage, but beyond that, she couldn't care less.
Was that a really nerve-wracking moment?
No, not really. I sort of knew that she wasn't... I suppose they don't really smell of anything interesting. Because she would be an absolute menace. I remember taking her to my sister's house once, and their gerbils had passed away recently, just from old age. And they'd cleared the cage out, but they hadn't got rid of the cage. So this is a completely empty, no bedding, no litter, no anything, empty gerbil cage. And she parked herself in front of it for about 3 hours.
Oh, that's really fun.
So I just thought any kind of bird, hamster, rabbit, just
you might not
she would
end
be
well.
a nightmare. But stick insects we're good with. So all you need to do, I will refresh their sticks, their leaves before we go. And you just need to spritz them a couple of times a day with water. And that's it. Because they drink the water, tiny little water droplets.
So I spray their plants.
You spray their plant. Yes. Now, the reason that we have kitchen roll on the bottom of the cage, because if you put like a substrate, like soil on the bottom, the eggs can go into the substrate and they breed prolifically.
Also, so this time there's 15.
Prolifically, yeah.
I turn my back and there's an army.
Like 500, which is kind of the reason that we got them, because one of my friends' neighbours had exactly that. She'd had like a couple of stick insects and then she'd ended up with like 500 stick insects.
And you like siphoned a few off
and
the
I
top.
siphoned a few off. They can reproduce asexually. So even if you only had girls in there, you would still end up with many, many baby stick insects.
And is it like really quick?
I don't know. I mean, my guys aren't fully mature yet, so they're not at breeding stage. But
so say Stickerless at the back there. Would I come in and there's just 2 of him? Like, is it that quick?
No, so they lay eggs and then they hatch from their eggs as tiny little stick insects, nymphs. And then in order to grow, they need to molt. So if they're molting, they will hang upside down from either a twig, or you can see we've got like a mesh roof here. So they'll hang upside down and use gravity to pull the old skin down. And then they're literally like, in fact, there's a molt there. Can you see? From a shed stick insect. Just looks like like they've taken off a jacket.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he took off his coat.
It? And they will be like, twice the size when they free themselves from their molt. So the stick insect, there's about 3,000 different species of stick insects, or they're also called walking sticks. They can be found on every continent except for Antarctica, although they prefer the tropics. They belong to the scientific order Phasmatodea. But this is a derivative of the Greek word phasma, which means ghost, because they are ghostly in that they just kind of disappear into their surroundings. Now, these are stick insects, but you could also get leaf insects, which they disguise themselves as leaves rather than the stick part of the plant. And when I was doing my stick insect research, I read that you shouldn't keep stick insects and leaf insects together in the same enclosure, because the stick insects will get confused and try and eat the leaf insects. There is a funny origins story with these stick insects. So I had arranged to get some of these from my really good friend Amy. And I made plans to meet her and collect this box of stick insects. We're going to take the kids to the park. They could play. She was going to hook me up with some sticks.
You know, other friends meet and have Prosecco.
And then my husband was going off that weekend to go and run the marathon. And his parting words to me were, "Oh, have fun at the party." And I went, "What?" And I totally double booked myself for this kids' soft play party in the evening. And it was a really late one, so I hadn't scrolled down my calendar and seen it. And I thought, oh no. I'm not going to cancel my plans. I'm going to just try and do 2 things. So I went to the park, picked up my boxes of stick insects, and then went straight onto this party. And it was just like a really hot day. So I thought, I can't leave this box of stick insects in the car because they'll overheat. So I just turned up at this kid's soft play party with this box of stick insects.
And that requires explanation.
And it looks even weirder if I just don't explain this. So then I kind of just announced to everyone that I had this box of stick insects.
Right, excuse me, everyone.
Just stay with my stick insects. They've had some adventures. A funny story about Stickerless the other day was I came in and she was hanging on the roof, but her front end was up. So like her kind of front legs, mouth and stuff was near the top. Now, if they're molting, it's the other way. They'll hang by their back legs. And I could see that a leg was not attached to her. There was a leg kind of hanging down. I thought, oh no, she's like either injured or she's kind of molting. I'll just leave her, check back and see. But I came back in and I said to my husband, I was like, oh, I really think Stickerless might not make it. She seems to have lost a leg. So we came in and we counted and we were like, oh no, she has got 6 legs. Where's the other leg come from? And then she started to eat it. No.
I thought, like, was it like his penis?
No. Very strange.
That's a real mystery.
They mimic sticks or leaves to confuse some predators. Some species can change colour to blend in with their surroundings. And even the eggs look like seeds so that they can go kind of undetected. Some species, the eggs can be taken by ants into the nests. And then when the babies hatch from the eggs, they're actually disguised to look like ants. The baby stick insects hatch looking like ants so that they can, leave from the nest unscathed.
No, like a fancy dress.
Yeah, exactly. The black beauty stick insect has bright red hind wings that it keeps hidden under. It's got like 2 sets of wings. So it's got these black leathery forewings and then these bright red hind wings and bright yellow eyes. So like normally they just look black, but they will flash their colours to startle their attacker.
One quick thing I did want to ask.
Yeah.
So a fly just went past.
Yeah.
Is that a problem? Like if a fly got in while I was squirting it, is that an issue?
No, it wouldn't do anything. Actually, when we first got them, we noticed that there was an interloper in there. There was a caterpillar had come in the vegetation.
Oh.
It was fine. I mean, and I thought, well, it looks kind of happy in there. Do you know what I mean? Like it was growing, it was pooing a lot, it was thriving. So I thought, well, we'll leave it. And then one day it just vanished.
Oh, there's a lot of mysteries going on in this.
There's a lot going on in this stick insect enclosure. Would you like to hold one?
All right.
Would you actually? I might have to give you my microphone for a sec.
All right.
And can you see her doing a dance?
Yeah, what's the dance for?
They sway from side to side. She's going up your arm. Time for our good news roundup. A US appeals court has blocked an attempt to dismantle a national monument near the Grand Canyon, protecting nearly 1 million acres of land from future mining. In Mexico, lawmakers are moving to ban octopus farming before the industry even takes off. France's ban on forever chemicals in cosmetics and clothing have now come into effect. China has planted so many trees around one of the world's largest deserts that it has transformed what was once described as a biological void into a carbon sink. Chile has created one of the largest fully protected marine areas on Earth, safeguarding nearly 1 million kilometres squared of ocean.
Join us for more animal nonsense. Bye, new friends.